You don't have to talk about this if you don't want to.
No, it's fine.
Do you want me to turn off the camera?
No. I think keeping it a secret for such a long time is not the greatest way to start.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think just the fact that she waited till everybody was old enough and an adult and could maybe handle what was being said.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a good thing. You know.
Just feel that it was a shock. Something that didn't foresee happening. And
Do you begrudge Mum?
not at all. I understand the feeling of needing to keep a secret, like I did when I was pregnant the first time around.
What's Sean doing?
What are you doing, Tommy?
No.
I actually don't want to talk about it. If you don't mind. It's too sensitive.
To be fair, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, just watching the reaction of everybody. You know, I do have a really macabre, sick sense of humour, and to be honest, I find it quite funny. You know, and I have to be honest about it here. You know, it's just, especially round Christmas when family is such a big, it's a big focus, and a bombshell like that gets dropped. It's just hilarious. It's stuff of legends, you know. That's if you were going to pick a time, that is the perfect time to say something like that.
Well, I feel sorry for Dad.
I feel sorry for your dad as well. It doesn't mean that I don't feel sorry for them. I just find it incredibly funny.
I hope one day that we can get in touch with Ryan and maybe he can come join us for a Christmas dinner, and yeah, we can take the piss out of him.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of getting all sides of the story. After talking with Mum and Ryan, I'm realising that no one really wants to upset each other's life at the minute. There's this thing where they do want to meet, you know, and now we want to meet.
How you doing? You get food all over your cheek.
Kiss him. Kiss Paul. Kiss Uncle Paul. No?
It's a burden. She's had to carry that burden across, one might say.
Ryan has said through his lawyer that he'd like to meet all of us siblings, half siblings, if you will. What do you say into that?
I don't know. I don't know what to think of the whole thing. I can't get my head around it really.
Someone with a phone. It was a shock. We cried.
Would you rather turn off the camera?
Turn it off. Turn it off.
I don't know, like, no, I'm not angry with mum. I mean, what happens, happens. Like, I just feel for dad. But that's life. That's it.
That would.
He does actually look like a McAllister.
Oh my god. Does Granny know?
Granny doesn't need to know, no? No, I'm pretty angry. I'm pretty
What are you angry about?
pretty angry.
What
Angry at the way Mum has revealed this to us. I'm angry that Cassie deemed it her little secret that she wouldn't share with anyone. I don't know why Mum would confide in Cassie in the first place. Although it kind of makes a kind of perverse sense now. I'm angry at the way Mum has hurt Dan's feelings. Claire, you've had a kid for a couple of months now. How do you feel?
It's not easy. You just pop it out, like. Add a bit of grease and it just pops out. Not right.
I thought you meant boobs.
Isn't that right, Cassandra? Baby Cassandra.
No.
Cassie for sure.
Cassandra, since birth, has had a bit of a vacant stare. What did you say the doctor attributed this to?
I don't get it. A vacant?
Vacant stare.
What's that mean?
Like kind of blank. kind of doesn't.
Well, the thing is not to look at the child. Don't ever look at a child. Don't entertain. Don't listen.
Your nanny has quite an involvement with the kid.
Was she breastfeeding?
I'm wet nurse.
Would you be willing to go to Somalia to see him?
No. It's too big a risk to take. To turn up there and him not actually want us there. I mean, this is all just through his lawyer. His lawyer could be learning.
Not telling us until later on in life. I don't know, that's it. I mean, I tell her everything. No, I don't. Don't know, just... I mean, I don't know really how I feel about meeting up with him. Sorry with you, Ryan, but if I have a big wedding, you might get an invitation.
That's that proper stuff for you.
I know.
That there's alright.
Where's Grandad? Where's Grandad?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
And the fire is so delightful. No place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Boom, boom.
It just makes me feel even more.
Why? Because he's got Islam. Because he likes.
No,
he
because he's got
likes,
4 wives. He's
because he's got
obviously
4 wives. But that's just the society he's been.
he's
brought
obviously
in.
misogynistic.
What does that mean?
He's a bit chauvinist. Thinks a woman's an inferior being or the inferior sex.
But that's the way that they believe things. So It's just.
It's family time of year. What would you say to him?
You missed out on so much crack. Crack was 19.
Who's Ryan?
Well, I mean, there was one issue this year, one shadow that kind of set over most of Christmas. Mum, I think you know what's coming. And that's about Ryan, okay? And maybe the rest of us haven't spoken to you about it, but do you have something to say?
Well, first and foremost, it leaked out, and your daddy hasn't heard about Ryan. I don't think. Any of them told you about Ryan?
Ryan? Your mate? Ryan?
Not his mate.
It's not really funny.
I'm sorry. It was just his. If you'd listen, Eugene, just listen.
Ryan, the guy from Cork? Waterford?
Right. Dad,
Eugene, you're not making this easy for me.
I don't know who
Just-
you're wrong.
just let him
Ryan
speak.
is my son. That I had before.
You can't give a straight face. You can't tell a lie. Look, you can't tell a lie.
I'm just.
Dad, stop it! She's obviously. Mum, do you want me to turn off the camera?
Sit. Eugene.
You can't.
Dad.
I was only 16
What?
when I had Ryan. I never told anybody. Never. And it's just come out.
You're not serious. You're doing this to me. You serious? No, you're not. Stop it.
Stop.
This is only for the film.
Please don't. Just,
Stop this. Don't do this to me. Don't. God.
I'm maybe going to have to continue asking after Dad leaves. It doesn't really get anywhere. Look,
It leaked out, and I don't know how, but Claire found out.
Dad, Mum phoned us up like individually before Christmas, like the end of November, and told us all.
You serious?
Like, first of all, Mum, we were all a wee bit concerned why you did it over the phone to us. I don't know why it took so long. And over the phone to tell us.
Just to give you time to think about it before you come home.
But what do you expect? We're going to come home and what? Have thought about our long lost brother with
I'm
God
not
knows who?
asking you to meet him.
Well, good, because we've asked him. He doesn't want to meet us either.
I don't know who does. No. This is a setup. This is a plot. It's a plot.
Did you see recently?
You serious?
I'm sorry, Eugene, I should have told you.
You can't keep a straight face. You've told me everything I don't need to know now. You've told me all this before. You've told me all I need to know. You've never kept anything from me. Never, ever.
No.
And you're not a very good actress now. You're not a very good actress. How can he keep a straight face?
It's unfair to be doing this to Dad in front of the camera.
I'm shaking. Don't know what to believe.
Don't worry about it, Eugene. It's not going to affect our life. It's not.
Stop it. Stop doing this to me. What did you do this for? Stop it. You're a skitter. You are one skitter boy. You wouldn't do this in front of the camera anyway.
What do you think about Ryan's recent involvement with smelling parrots?
Stop it, you brats.
With what? With what?
when you give us his picture, we went back over some usage. We found
I go along with this. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind.
we had a detective to look up Ryan, and we found him residing in Somalia
Who's this?
with involvement with the Somalian pirates who are abducting people off their coast.
And what's that got to do with this?
Well, I don't know whether we want someone like that in our family.
He's not in our family.
Who isn't?
Wait, so you get to decide that? What about all us who have a brother out there that we don't know? I think we get a wee slice of the pie.
You're making this impossible.
How can you do this?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
If he's involved in anything, I don't want to know. I've had enough in my life. I don't need to know, and I don't want to know.
How much rehearsing have you done to do this? To carry this out? Because you're both brilliant at it.
Have you ever told them about us?
I haven't been in touch with him. I haven't seen him since he was about 2 days old.
Who's the daddy? Who's the daddy?
But if you've seen news, you know, you've seen pictures of him, what does he look like?
Hold on. How can you get a straight face?
Please, just...
You're brilliant.
He's in denial. Maybe...
What?
Dad, what do you think about this?
I've got awful wind. Thanks. Right, moving along. Another question, please.